Good morning and happy Monday, third grade. It's Ms. Fifield here to walk you through your packet for today, which is week 2, day 1. So, let me pull this up. All right, week 2, day 1 in your packet. The first thing you're going to see is your fluency. And some of these have a missing factor. So, when we have a missing factor, we need to skip count by our other factor until we reach the product. So that first example, 2 times equals 12. We can skip count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Take 6 times. So I'm going to take my marker. Let's do fun color. I'm going to write 6. You're going to do that on your packet. The next one, 7 times equals 35. We skip count by 7s. 5 times to get 35. 2 times 8. This one you're just doing regular multiplication. 2 times 8 is 16. Times 5 is 50. Let's skip count by 5. 10 times to get 50. 9 times 5, 45. Remember, you should have already done these. Don't write down my answers. Make sure you already did these before. 3 times equals 15. 5 goes there. 5 times 8, skip count by 5 or 8 to get 40. 10 times is 30. 10, 20, 30, that is 3. 6 times 5 is 30. 2 times is 14. Skip count by 2, 7 times to get 14. 5 times is 25. 5 times 5. And times 2 is 18. That is 9. Okay, there's your fluency. Let's move on to your daily task time telling. So the first one is done for us. We can look at that first clock and they already gave us the answer there on the digital clock. I'm gonna write the answers on the digital clock. And that clock, it's 5:53. The next one we're gonna look at, we're gonna start with the hour. The hour, remember, is the little hand. So the hour hand is between the 10 and the 11, so that means it's still in the 10 o'clock hour. So our hour goes before our 2 little dots there on our digital clock. And our hour is 10, then we look at our minutes. Each increment starting from the 12 is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So this clock is showing 10, 35. Our next clock. Our hour hand is between the 4 and the 5, so it's still in the 4 o'clock hour. It's 4, and then we look at our minute hand. It's between the 2 and the 3, so 5, 10, and then it looks like it's 1, 2, 3 after that. It's 10, and 3 more is 13, so it's 4, 13. All right, C. Our hour hand is between the 12 and the 1, meaning it's still in the 12 o'clock hour. And our minute hand is just before the 6. The 6 is 30, so it looks like it's 1 minute before 30, so 12:29. All right, D. This hand is in between the 8 and the 9, the hour hand is, and so it's still in the 8 o'clock hour. The minute hand, it looks like it's 1 minute after the 9. The 9 is 45, so 1 minute after 45 would be 46. The clock shows 8:46. All right, this last one's gonna be hard to see because my little logo is blocking it. All right, the hour hand is pointing at the 3. And let me look at my packet. Looks like it's 2 minutes after 30, so 32. This clock is showing 3:32. All right. On the back page of your packet, now you have the analog clocks are blank. So the face of the clock is blank and there's a digital time below. And we're gonna draw the hands to match that time. The first one's done for us. We see 8:23. So we drew the 8, the hour hand pointing to the 8, and then 23, which is between the 4 and the 5. All right, we're gonna do A together. 4:16 is the hour is 4. Remember, our hour hand is shorter. So we're gonna take our pencil, and we're gonna put it just past the 4. It's kind of hard to do on here. It doesn't look great, but that's okay. And 16, so we know 5, 10, 15, pointing directly at the 3, the minute hand would be 15 minutes after. Need one more minute than that. I'm gonna do my best on here. It's kind of hard to use these markers on the computer. Oop. But something like that, okay? B, 9:28. We're gonna start with our hour hand, 9. So we're gonna be pointing a little bit after. Oops, let me try that again. Need to go a little bit like that. Between the 9 and the 10, about halfway, because about 28 is about halfway through the hour. So we're gonna point almost straight down, 2 minutes before the 30, about here. Hopefully yours look a little better in your paper with pencil than I'm doing on the screen right now. All right, 11:50. 11:50 is almost 12 o'clock. So that hour hand, remember, it moves between the 11 and the 12, and it's going to be really close to the 12 because it's almost 12 o'clock. So we're going to take this, and we're going to go almost right at the 12, but kind of still in the middle there. And then 50. You can count all the way around, or we can start at 30. That's a good trick. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So the minute hand is going straight to the 10, like that. All right, D, 1:07. So our hour hand, that's in the very beginning of the hour. So our hour hand is going to point almost directly at the 1. And our minutes, 7 minutes after the hour. So pointing directly at the 1 would be 5 minutes. We need to go 2 minutes past that for 7. 2, about right there, here to there. All right, and then we have 3:48. So 3:48, that's pretty close to the 4 o'clock hour. So we're gonna go a little closer to the 4 than the 3, but it's still in the 3 o'clock hour. And then we know the 9 is 45, so 3 minutes after is gonna be 48. And just like that. It's pretty close. Okay. So hopefully your packet is good up till there with your clocks. The next thing you're gonna see, there are 3 word problems with number lines to help us tell time. This first one says, it usually takes Dawana 45 minutes to do her homework. If she starts her homework at 5:30, what time will she finish? They already gave us the number line, okay? And they have 5, 6, 7, and 8 o'clock all on the number line with 3 lines in between each hour. So that means they decomposed each hour into 4 equal parts. Each of those parts represents 15 minutes, okay? So it's like looking at the clock going around the 4 parts at the 15, 30, and 45, and then back to the top for the hour. Usually takes her 45 minutes to do her homework, and she starts her homework at 5:30. The first thing we need to do, find 5:30 on our number line. 5:30 is halfway between 5 and 6 o'clock. So right here, it's 5:30. can write it. Again, I'm doing the best I can with these markers. It's a little sloppy. Here's 5:30. It takes her 45 minutes to do her homework. If she's doing her homework, we're going to be moving this way on the number line. So we're going towards 6 o'clock. All right, 5:30, and then we go 5:30 to 6 o'clock is 30 minutes, and I need 15 more to make 45. It's going to land right there, and that is 6:15. So she is going to finish her homework at 6:15. That's your answer. So make sure you circle it or write it somewhere else. You can write a statement. Dawana finishes her homework at 6:15. You can write that because you have lots of room on your packet. All right, our next word problem. This one says, one day Dawana starts her homework at 6:45 p.m. and finishes her homework at 7:20 p.m. How long does it take? How long did Dawana spend on her homework? Okay. She starts at 6:45. We always want to find our starting point first. This number line is also done for us. We see 6:30 here, 7:30 there, and then every 5 minutes marked all the way between 6:30 and 7:30. So 6:45 is going to be 15 minutes after 6:30. Here's our starting point. I'm going to start by labeling that. She finishes at 7:20. Okay, so when she finishes at 7:20, we have 7:30. 7:20 is 10 minutes before. So 5:10. Here's her when she finishes. It's asking us how long did she spend on her homework. So how many minutes is it from here to here? Those increments are 5-minute increments each. So we can count, starting here, we'll jump 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. How long did she spend on her homework? She spent 35 minutes on her homework. And again, you can write a statement in your packet. I'm not going to because we would be here all day. All right, our last word problem. Another day, Dawana finishes her homework at 5:05 p.m. after spending 40 minutes on her homework. What time did Dawana start her homework? Label the number line to solve the problem. Okay, this time we know what time she finished. We don't know what time she started. So we can't start with our start time, which is what we did in the last two. We have to start with the time she finished. And we know how time works, and we're going this way. So we're going to start over here, the end of the number line. So she finishes at 5:05. Let's do 5:15 right here, okay? This will be this end point, is 5:15. And this is representing 1 hour. 1 hour before 5:15 would be 4:15, so I can plot that end point too. And then we will find her, the time she finished her packet, which is 5:05. Underline that, that's important info. 5:05 is 10 minutes before, so this would be 5:10. This is 5:05 here. So this is when she finished her homework. Okay, 5:05 she finished. After doing her homework for 40 minutes. So we can skip count by fives because that's what each increment represents, is a 5-minute interval. And we're going backwards, we're going this way, 40 minutes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so this is when she started. We have to figure out what time that is now. This is 4:15. Each of these is 5 minutes. So this is 4:20, and this is 4:25. So she started her homework at 4:25. I'm going to circle that because that is our answer. All right. That is all the work from your packet today that we're going to go over together. Remember to keep checking this YouTube page every day for new videos. Make sure you're working on that day's packet each day with a YouTube video whenever it works for you. Make sure you're logging into Zern and ST Math if you can at home. And remember to feel free to call or text your teachers with your parents' permission to ask for help on anything else. All right. We will see you soon. We miss you. Bye.